I'm about to do something that I've never done before. Shoot on motion picture film. And my first time shooting on motion picture film just happens to be 35 millimeter. It also just happens to be on a Panavision Millennium XL2. Cut. I love that. Okay, did I mention that also the first lenses are T-Series Anamorphics that I'm gonna be shooting on? See anything.
Yeah, let me put pressure on the eyepiece. Yep.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Dude, that looks so good. Because we're 4 perf on this?
3.
3? Okay, yeah. So it's gonna be a little squeezy. So do you keep it closed for
when before you take your eyes out, try to keep it closed. Because light can go in here, go through all the glasses and hit the film.
Or your eye comes out the eye cup while you're shooting,
yeah.
You're gonna be like flashing frames. Wow, I had no idea. So that's like built right into the viewfinder, is essentially like a dark slide, like I would, think about, dark slide that you have on like a medium format camera or whatever. So I think I wanna stay kind of wide. Can we boom down though?
Yeah, copy, coming down.
Hey, before you guys reset up, do you mind if I get this shot real quick of her in the house? Because that was looking so sick. Right there. So this is motion. It's also film. It's gonna be sick. I'm Decon, by the way. What is it?
Ezukaira.
Yeah. I love it. All right. I kind of liked everything that you were doing there. Oh, this is so beautiful. Do you think you can do a slow boom? That's pretty sick. I think static. I think go bottom floor Ezukaira. So I think that maybe we give you the T set back because that was kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Maybe I don't want. Maybe I actually want. Hold on, let me take this back. I'm such a sucker for like aloof, very like wilted, like kind of like pose, like hair down, like yeah. Is there a way for you to like lay your head down on the house itself or on your arm? Yeah, just like that. Actually stay just right there. Yeah, I like the finger twirling like that. Okay, cool. I think that that's what it's gonna be. And literally all I'm gonna ask for is just eyes. You're just gonna look directly at me. So you're gonna look from up there and then eyes. We're 500T. It's gonna look crazy. You have a 2 on this?
Yes.
Let's just do it. Let's just do a 2, and since we're not going to really have any movement, hopefully that's cool. It's a 2-3.
Yeah.
Dude, this is such a different process. I'm so hyped right now. Like, I'm a pig in shit. This is crazy. Like, being able to shoot motion picture film, this is the lost art of filmmaking right here. And this is what Dreamhaus is about, to be able to actually have these experiences in a very low pressure environment. Right now, I'm not terrified because I have like a first AD breathing down my neck. No, we're just having fun. We're just having a really good time, and we're shooting something that's going to look super freaking cool. Tell me your name again. Ezukaira. Ezukaira is over here, and she's gonna kill it. She's killing it. She's just doing a great job wearing a house. This is gonna be a cool ass shot. I'm very excited. Okay, so we're at a 2, 500T, 180 degree shutter. We are exposed. All right, cool. How do we fucking rip this motherfucker? This is just, do I push it? Do I hold it? Do I?
Push it all the way to the right, it will start. All the way to the left, it will cut.
Okay, perfect. All right, here we go. Ezukaira, how you feeling? Feeling good. Okay, so let's get that wilted, aloof. That's looking pretty good. Really give me that just, you're soft, you're wilted, you're chill. Yes, there it is. That's what it is. That's what it is right there. All right, quiet, live in it.
Speeding.
And eyes. Okay, so here, wilt back down. Oh, I'm sorry. Wilt back down. Look up at the light. Eyes. All right, that's cut.
Awesome.
Great. All right, so that's cool. Let's push in. I want to pick off like, I think I want right here. So let's truck over this way. Right about there, boom up. Let's push in towards her. In, right there. All right, so what happens when you lay your head back down how you had it? I love it. Okay, let's measure that. Oh, there you are. I was like, where'd Jesse go? So if you're looking up at the light, what does that look like? Okay, cool. All right, you can stop looking. I don't want to kill you. I'm feeling good about that. Are we feeling good, everybody? Yeah? Okay, cool. So this is just gonna be you looking up. Deep breath in and out. Exactly, just like that. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So you're just looking up. All right, here we go. And he's gonna yell speed. Don't worry about that. I will give you kind of your action for your breath, all right? All right, here we go. Speed. In breath. It's a cut. Great. It's like I almost like want these like details are kind of sick though. I'm like, let's truck to the other side. Can you truck back? Would you mind getting my little bunny in closer to her foot? Yeah, like right there. Yeah, yeah. And this will just be like a little roll of the ankle. Very minimal. Just like kind of just like a tiny movement. Just like almost nothing. All right, Ezekiah, you're feeling good? I'm going for it. Will you see that foot? That's all we need. Okay, beautiful. Great to meet you as well. Yeah. The Panavision Millennium XL2 coming out. This is a beefy boy. You can't just throw this on some sticks. You need a dolly. So I was really happy that Cinder was able to lend us their Fisher 11 dolly. This is the cleanest Fisher 11 you're gonna find in town. They also have a Fisher 10. And this has been perfect to push around such a beefy camera and get some smooth moves, especially in this scene. This is so fucking cool. I'm having such a good time. This is why it's like, dude, I just need to be DPing. Like this makes me so happy. Oh my God. I'm so excited. From the left over there. Yep, that's where you're coming from. That's so cool. I love it. Okay, Vincent, can you hear me? Okay, how this is gonna go is he's gonna yell speed. That is not your action. Wait for my action. Do you feel good? Let's do one rehearsal. Let's do one rehearsal.
Yeah.
Action. I fucking love it. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. Oh, and how you're getting the light in your eye. Yeah, make sure you find that light. Okay, let me try that. Let's rehearse that real quick. All right, here we go. Rehearsal's up and action. Let's just fucking try it. We might burn all of our film. Let's see what happens. All right, you feel good?
I feel good.
All right, this is the real one. This is the real one. Okay, are we locked up out there? Yep, you're gonna lay it in the couch, but I'll probably yell cut before this and we'll go in for one close up. But yeah, this is great. I love it. All right, here we go.
It's probably speed.
In action. All right, jump down. That's a cut. All right, great. All right, let's get in. Let's do a cigarette light. I felt good about that one, actually. I did feel good about that one. Oh my God. Fuck, that is. You'll be back here, and then you'll go to light. You'll go to light right here. You know what I mean? Okay. So this is gonna be right here. Let me see what bottom floor is. Let's see if we can get where we want to go. Can we push directly in at him? Okay, stop there. Okay, so go back to your one, which is lean back. You can just mime it for now. Don't actually light it. And then up. Yep, that's it. That was what it needed to be. This is actually gonna look sick if it's not out of focus, because I'm probably gonna fuck it up. This actually looks like really fucking good. And on these lenses, get the fuck out of here. So you'll be out, and I'll just say action. You come in, light, make that light as quick as you can, and then just up. So you don't move back or anything like that, because I'm not gonna be able to get the focus. So it's light, and then just up. Exactly. Here we go, and action. And yeah, I like that. Okay, all right, let's fucking try it. Everybody feeling good? Vincent, you know what you're doing? This is the actual one. We are rolling film on this one. And action. Cut. That looked insane. Yeah, Vincent, fantastic. Your look at the end, insane. Let's do this again. This is gonna be amazing. Here we go. And roll camera. No. And action.
That was it for me.
Cut. That worked. That still worked. That was good. Yeah. That looked really good, and it was the blowout on that one I actually really liked. Thanks for bearing with me. That was fucking incredible.
Some great directing there.
Oh.
Yeah, very precise. It's good.
Dude, I'm so hyped. This is insane. We have our film back. We got it back from Kodak Film Lab Atlanta. We are lucky enough in Atlanta to have an incredible film lab. Huge thank you to Kodak Film Lab and of course Panavision for that amazing experience. I just want to kind of do a little bit of a post-mortem on just download what that insane experience just was, and then we'll get into a little bit of the post side and processing and stuff of the film. So I feel like we need to break down the shoot process into a couple things, like the actual technical using the camera, and then of course exposing it and my thought process as like a cinematographer. On the technical side, obviously I had a really great camera team there that knew the camera really well. So I wasn't loading mags, I wasn't really setting up the camera or whatnot. It was not too dissimilar to when I DP on a larger set where we have really good ACs and I tell them what I want and they set it up for me and I don't really have to worry about the camera. But my first impressions of the Millennium XL2 is that it seems like a pretty straightforward camera. And honestly, film cameras in general, they're incredibly complex machines. They're like sewing machines. They have all the whole movement and everything. It's a mechanical beast. But the idea is pretty simple. You know, you set your exposure mechanically, and once you do, it's really like a 35mm stills film camera. But honestly, I might argue that modern day digital cameras are much more complicated with all the menus and everything. That side of it, I thought was like not too big of a deal. The only technical detail that I feel like was any source of anxiety was really just the focus. So of course you can see in most of the shots, first AC, he's pulling his tape, he's getting his measurements, and he was the one pulling focus for me when there was any sort of movement. But even right there at the end, the last shot where Vincent, you know, bends down and lights his cigarette, he had told me, I'm gonna pull focus to the marks, but since I'm the only one in the eyepiece and seeing if it's in focus or not, if there's any last minute adjustments that need to be made, because, you know, actors aren't robots, you know, they're not gonna hit the exact same place every single time, I'm gonna have to, you know, tweak that. So I could see that being pretty stressful if you're doing a lot of movement. And I don't know, maybe it would just mean that I would be shooting at a deeper stop than maybe I might on digital, because we have the confirmation that it's in focus versus, you know, with the film. Now to talk about my experience with actually exposing the film, I think kind of goes hand in hand with the post-production process and a little bit of a surprise that came with that. So after you shoot your film, you go and drop it off the lab, and it's honestly a pretty simple process. They just need a couple pieces of information from you, like if you need to chemically alter the film, you know, through development in any way, like pushing and pulling it, so chemically adjusting exposure, as well as scans. Pretty much everybody these days, they're gonna be scanning the film to be able to edit it, do color work and whatnot. And so they're gonna be asking, what type of scans do you need, even if they, you know, you want them to do any sort of color correction and stuff on their end digitally, they can do all sorts of stuff. Essentially, the file you get back is very similar to what you would expect with, you know, shooting on an Alexa. For Dreamhaus, we actually partnered up with Raven Eye Studios. Shani is an incredible colorist, and he ended up doing all the color work for anyone that shot film at Dreamhaus, and he definitely knows more than anyone I know about color grading film. I actually had a really good conversation with him recently, put on a little Instagram video, so I feel like it makes sense for him to just take this away.
Like most film out of the box kind of comes out either overtly cyan or overtly red, depending on the scenario that you're shooting for. So it actually takes a lot more push and pull in post-production to get it to your creative intent in pre-production. But out of the box, you still have way more information for like color richness, color density that you can pull out of it in comparison to digital. Even with ARRI, with Red, with Sony, you still have to finesse it to get it even a fraction as rich and dynamic as film.
Okay, that's crazy. Wait, can you pull up I kind of want to see what the original footage looked like.
So right from this film scanner, it looks similar to this. Very flat, very monotone.
It's kind of like a log.
It's exactly like a log. You basically work with a negative file, and you have to run it through what's called a positive, which is basically converting it to a space in which we can present to people online or in theaters or anything like that. The process is fairly simple, but it is finessed. You do need to know the proper steps to get to a Rec 709 state, meaning something that is ready to just at least start with, and then building from there to get images that feel super dynamic and well controlled and well shapen. But our base for the last Dreamhaus was an image like this. This is the spot that I will build towards the most dynamic image possible, whether that's as simple as just color balancing to get more color separation, finessing contrast, finessing exposure, or doing what I did for this project, a large amount of rotoscoping. And rotoscoping, rotoscoping is the art of basically cutting out various elements in your scene to have more control over their color tonality, their exposure. Allows me to control
concrete, get a little of the green out of the concrete. Yeah.
Not every scenario requires me to do tons of shaping, tons of masking, and all that stuff. But that's what colorists get paid for. A phenomenal color grade is one that you don't see. It's one that convinces you that it was only done by the DP or only done by the filmmakers on set.
I think, like most of you, the thought of shooting on film, totally nerve-wracking, very anxiety-inducing, because in my mind I had this idea that that deep, rich, saturated image that Shawnee creates, that's what you're getting out of the camera. And if you miss exposure by a stop or something, it's gonna completely break the image. Completely false. This is what my footage looked like right out of the scanner. And then of course, this is what he turned it into. This fact alone gives me so much confidence to shoot on film. And actually, interestingly enough, with these lighting setups, I didn't really tweak at all. Those lighting setups I had set up at the beginning of the day to just be general light for the whole entire event. And we just kind of rolled in and exposed and shot. And it looked incredible. So I would almost argue that in some situations, you can be way more sloppy shooting on film than you can with digital, because digital kind of like, there's not anywhere for you to hide your crimes. Walking away from this experience, I know for a fact I'm gonna be shooting some future projects on film. You know, I would love to shoot an entire feature film on this exact loadout. The Millennium XL2 with T-Series anamorphics. It looks like a fucking Tarantino movie, which makes sense because Tarantino shoots on a lot of Panavision stuff. Thank you, Panavision. Thank you for coming out. Thank you, Film Lab Atlanta. This has just been an absolutely amazing experience. If you are a cinematographer, even director, or whoever, and you have interest on shooting on film, just do it. You know, maybe go do something small in 16mm first. It's not as expensive as you think, especially with how expensive SSDs are right now. Kind of comparable. Go shoot on film. Thank you so much, Film Lab Atlanta, and thank you so much, Panavision. This was an amazing experience. I'll see you guys on the next one.